Like,
Then why do you want it? why, why would you put that down if it's not realistic for you?
Live in your Delulu.
they always say, like, when you're
Wait,
delusional.
who said live in your Delulu? who said that? Okay, that's pretty funny. All right, go ahead.
Well, when I've watched like a lot of podcasts on like millionaires and billionaires, and when they talk about it, they say how they got to where they are is by being delusional. So that's kind of like,
They definitely don't talk about how they got there by being delusional.
yes, they do.
Maybe they got there by having big dreams. That's not delusional.
I mean,
It's believing in themselves when nobody else would. Just like Brian said, none of us could have a millionaire. He doesn't believe in us, but that's where the delusion comes in. You got to have that confidence.
Well, I think all of you could have a millionaire in a conventional sense. The conventional sense being, if you marry a janitor and he's smart with 401k and IRA and pays off his house in 30 years, by the time you guys are in your 60s, you could very easily be married to a guy who has technically is a millionaire, and at least with assets included. So I don't think that that's impossible for most people. It's probably impossible in your 20s or 30s. Right? That's probably not going to happen.
I feel like we really set the limitations with our mind. How far we can go in this world.
Is it wish it, want it, do it?
Pretty much. We create our reality every single day. Every single thing that we do.
Did you watch The Secret one day?
Man, I
Is that
watched.
what happened? Did you
I
watch
read
The
that
Secret
shit.
one day?
I read that shit and 10 other books alongside it. So yeah.
do you,
Yeah,
you
let me
know?
hear it. Yeah, let me-
So
for
how
those
do you
of
know
at the
about
table
it,
who don't
Andrew? Have you
know,
read it?
I'll give you the highlights of The Secret, right? It starts like this. I'm going to tell you the secret that every multimillionaire knows, every billionaire knows. All of your corporate overlords know this, and they've been hiding it from you your entire life. And the reason they've been hiding it from you is because once you know this secret, you yourself will be able to actualize the same reality that they've been able to actualize. And here's the thing. I just want to be completely straight with you. That's all a crock of fucking shit, and you've been hacked. And the guys who came up with those books and courses, they made a lot of fucking money.
Did.
The book.
The people who read those books, they sure haven't made any money. The people who
The
wrote
illusion
them,
of
they did pretty well.
manifestation.
Now, have you read The Game of Life and How to Play It?
I have not.
You should. Then you'll really
Why?
understand. It teaches you how to, like, the game of life and everything.
And have you learned from this book, The Game of Life, and put it to the test and have won at life?
I have. I've tested it. And it
Okay,
works.
so how are you winning at life based on the
No,
book?
it's not the winning of life. It's the game of life.
Yeah, well, I'm assuming that you can win the game, right?
I mean, yeah, it's your game. This is like a.
So
we're like in a.
have you won the game?
We're living in a video game, basically. It's like a movie. This whole world
Does it
is
give
a
you
movie.
does it give you the
You're on a
contra cheat
screen.
codes? Is it up, down, left, right, ABA, start, select? Is that
Much.
Do you just put in the cheat codes and away you go?
I mean, I'm talking to you through a screen. It's like a movie, right?
This is long.
No,
This is actually
it's not
longer
like a
than a
movie.
movie.
Or like a TV,
It's
whatever.
it's like a phone call with video. It's more
Well,
like that.
like a Zoom.
It's a
like-
portal, Andrew.
It's more like a phone
time
call,
machine.
but then video also. It's more like that than a movie. Movies have like narratives and plots and scripts and actors and things.
Just like
that.
life, though, right?
No, I don't think so.
But every
I
life
don't
has
think
a
life
narrative.
has.
what
Do
to
you
do
think
with
life
your
has a script?
I mean, I have a friend who told me that if you just think when you go out that everyone that you don't know is an NPC, it makes life a lot easier. It doesn't.
Oh.
It really doesn't.
It's a
Yeah.
matter of, I feel like also though, like caring what other people think too, though, like how far you're willing to take yourself and what you're willing to do with your own life. Because you're saying like it's a movie, but there's nobody narrating anything or like telling you what to do with your life. At the end of the day, it's your choice and what you choose to do with it.
No, I didn't say that, though. I know it's myself making choices.
Besides that, in a video game, you get to restart the level, don't you?
You can restart your life at any time you want.
Wait,
Yeah. What if you lose your life? Can you restart it?
I think so.
Because you sure can in a video game.
Reincarnation. Yeah, I believe in
facts.
reincarnation all
Sure
the
can in a
way.
video game. No, I don't think life's like a video game. I don't think it's like a movie.
Yo, so can we talk a little bit more about how manifestation is quote unquote woo woo or bullshit? Because I don't
Absolutely.
understand. Go ahead.
Yeah. So here, I'll give you my best argument against manifestation, right? So let's assume for a second it's real, right? Why do you want to enslave people?
What does enslaving have to do with manifestation?
Well, you see, if you wanted to manifest something that you really wanted, let's say, like let's just take a bicycle, for instance. You wanted to manifest a brand new, spanky, shiny, brand new bike, and it's delivered right to your house in a nice little box. That's an example given in The Secret, in fact. Let's say you wanted a bike, right? And this is what you did. Well, someone's got to build the bike, right? Someone's got to put it together. They got to get the parts, the raw parts. They've got to get every little reflector and assemble all of that, all the chains, all the everything, all that manpower that goes in getting that bike delivered to you. Well, but how do you know that bike was supposed to go to you, right? You manifested it with your mind, man. All those people and all their labor and all their work was all moving towards delivering this product that you manifested with your mind,
guess
which
what,
made them
Andrew?
act in a slightly different way than they normally would to make sure you got that bike.
Well, guess
so how's
what?
that not slavery?
I don't think that's slavery. I think that's the divine. You're a Christian, yeah? I don't know. I think that's the divine essence of life, that everything is perfectly coinciding with itself. That's the law of harmony. Everything is in perfect.
There is no law of harmony.
Perfect harmony from your vibration.
Yeah, from your vibration.
Yeah.
Your vibrational
So
harmony.
whatever.
But again,
So we're
if I
energetic
wanted to-
beings.
can you manifest that somebody love you?
Yeah, so can I share with you my theory on manifestation? So life is
I can't wait.
Yeah, you better be ready. So life is a compass, right? And now most people think that I want to manifest this nice shiny car, all right? Let me try to think about it, whatever, dream about it, right? No, we manifest every single thing that we do in this earth is a manifestation. And so the way I look at it is it's a compass, right? So from the moment you wake up in the morning, from the moment you go to sleep, you're walking in a direction on this compass, right? Now, whichever direction you're walking, that's going to manifest. That's the law of attraction, right? So if you live as if you want to be with a billionaire, right? You're going to live how a billionaire's wife would live. You're going to do all the things, the gym, the Pilates, whatever. And therefore, that's going to allow your compass to shift in the direction of a millionaire. You're going to the millionaire gyms, the Erewhon, Whole Foods, whatever, right? Like wherever they shop for groceries. I don't know. I'm not from here, but you're walking forward towards this manifestation and it's attracting to you.
So wait a second. So you're saying that when I was 15 and wanted to get a truck, so I got a job at a McDonald's, that I was actually manifesting a truck because that's what I wanted, right?
Did you get the truck?
I did get the truck.
Yeah, I mean
did.
that's it's
So I
funny.
manifested. So wow, I didn't know that manifestation was just insert, get a fucking job and work, right? I didn't realize
Well,
that
but
that's
you
all
had the
manifestation
intentions to
meant
get
was
a
that,
truck.
hey son, you got to get a fucking job if you want to buy a truck.
Well, that's
I
the
didn't
funny part
realize
about it,
that was
Andrew.
actually
It's so
movement.
simple. It's so simple. People make it so complicated, but it's really
Yeah.
so simple.
At the end of the day, manifestation.
So if you want to manifest
should
stuff,
just be hard
like
work
money,
and passion.
hang on. So
Right.
to get this right, if I want
You
to
don't have to
manifest
work
something
hard
like,
to
let's
make
say
money,
money, I should get a fucking job.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. You should get a job. You should wake up early. You should be ready to go, and you should be ready to be the best worker, and then you're gonna get the money that you want. And it's that
Awesome.
simple. I manifested to be on this podcast today.
So then, instead of just calling this, I don't know, common sense, like if you want money, get job, why do you call it manifestation? Why all the woo-woo and crystals and magicry?
Well, I don't know how you equated crystals to manifestation, but
Yeah, you
anyways.
can manifest a crystal if you want to.
Yeah, you could. You could. Well, the reason I state it this way is because we are energetic beings on this earth. So we are emitting a frequency at a certain vibration. Whether if you're doing drugs and partying, you're at a certain vibration different to somebody else who's taking care of themselves, right? So whichever vibration you're putting into the universe, you're going to get right back. And that's why it's so important. I mean, manifestation is just a term for it. There's a million ways to explain it. How about praying? We can talk about praying because you're a Christian. I
mean,
see a lot of
wouldn't you just
similarities
explain
there.
it as planning?
I said praying.
No, but I know. But before we get into praying, why wouldn't you just describe what you're talking about as planning, long-term planning?
I think it's because when you need to manifest something, you need to be not only planning but acting with it. You need to be moving as
That's
if you
what
already
plan
have
is,
this.
right?
No.
That's
Planning
what
is a thought.
Is. Plan's worthless if you don't try to follow the plan.
I mean, most people they make plans and they don't follow through.
A follow is what comes after.
Yeah, it's about the action with it. So you can make a plan and not follow through, but it's still a plan, yes or no?
Yeah, sure. I think that you're just talking about what your grandparents would have called common sense. They're like, well, son, what you should do is get yourself a nice planner and plan out your next year and get yourself a job and save yourself some money.
Just
And
'cause
you're
you
like,
write it down
yeah,
doesn't
you're
mean
like,
you don't do
and
it.
Can I
also
say
let's add
something?
additional steps like hugging trees, vibrations.
All
and
right, wait,
manifestation,
Andrew, but
which just seems to be saying the same exact
wait,
thing.
wait. We're forgetting to talk about the fact. All right, you can plan for your dream life. Now let's talk about all the things that you're not doing to get that, right?
Okay.
Because you didn't mention that. So you can plan to get a truck. What about the day you wake up and feel like shit and you don't want to go to work, but you know you have bills to pay and you know you have savings that you have to
You know
work
you
on?
want that truck.
Right?
So
So,
you mean obligations?
I mean, are you obligated if it's something that you want?
Well, you have obligations to things other than yourself, right?
Right? Okay.
And isn't that a much more powerful motivator? Like if you have kids, you have obligations to your kids. You have a family, you have obligations to your family. It's like these are more powerful motivators than I just selfishly want thing X. Yeah.
Powerful motivators towards what exactly?
Towards towards achieving whatever the goal is.
You kind of had me lost here.
I think that
Okay, so like, would you be more likely to get up and go to work if you had 3 kids at home or if you didn't?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I mean,
for
either
sure.
way.
So it sounds like obligation is a much more powerful motivational device than I just want thing X.
What does that have to do with manifestation?
Well, because when she was talking about long-term planning, right? I was asking her about how if it's grandpa's advice in planning, the idea here is she said, "What about staying at home?" And I was like, "Well, you know, people have obligations, and that's why they don't stay at home, right? They have obligations to more than just themselves." Has really nothing to do with manifestation as much as it has to do with necessity and obligation to the people around you.
That makes sense.
I think
Yeah.
that I think we're talking a lot about like how people can positively manifest things and people being like, oh, I'm going to manifest my billionaire husband. But I think we forget that a lot of people manifest negativity into their
Yes,
lives.
thank you.
And how, you can manifest yourself into homelessness, or you can manifest if you think you want to manifest money, you can manifest all the money in the world, but you could be the most depressed person. You get what you ask for. And I think sometimes like when I was 6 years old, I was really, really great at manifesting. And every single day I would get out of the shower and I would rub soap on my chest and ask God for boobs. And now I've manifested a giant chest.
She's living proof, y'all. She's living proof.
Wait, how old were you?
I from 6 to 9.
Okay,
I
I'm glad
had
the
this
universe
ritual.
was able to
Puberty.
deliver the chest
Yeah.
of your choice to you.
And it's been a blessing, but it's also been a curse from the age.
I would have thought that the universe would have better things to do than worry about whether or not you're a triple D or not. But it turns out I was incorrect.
Triple D.
God is upon his cloud, wondering about whether or not he should up the breast size of a 6-year-old who wants them real bad. Very strange to me.
I think
That's what she wanted,
I think
though.
you're being too cynical.